Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? And I got done with the DougheGoji repaint, and yeah, I think he looks really good. Here we got his face here, painted his eyes. Not the cleanest eye paint I ever did, but looks good. I got the side of the gills here, contrasting with the arm, going down into the painted claws. We got the side of the well, I didn't do a whole lot to the side of the leg. Got his foot here, painted claws, and then I'll turn them this way. You got the front of him. Here's his other eye. I did the little bits on the side of his mouth, along with parts on the inside of his mouth. We got underneath the neck. Got the front part of his body here, painted in a I don't even know what you call this, a grayish brown maybe. With with it fading more or less with it going into the leg. Same with this leg here. Hold on a second. All right, so then there we go. So then yeah, we got this foot here with his toes, his painted toes. Flipping around. We got that underneath of his tail. All of its glory. Yeesh. And then yeah, we got the littlest dorsal plates right here. Running up. Still running up. Going uppity uppity up. And going all the way to the top to his head. Yeesh. But yeah, to get a better look here, I did the whole back, because a lot of the paint bled over. This was a very sloppy job, in terms of all around, because it was layer after layer to get it just right, and I did. I think I got it just right. Got all these patterns here, all of them are unique, even on each side of the same scale, because it's hard to do them to match. Not to mention, it's more animal-like anyway. A lot of animals are pretty inconsistent with markings. And we got the other side of them. Got the little bits on the gills there. Then we got this little side here. And if anybody noticed, I cleverly disguised the markings right here. This is the Japanese symbol for king. And I disguised it here in the one dorsal plate. I thought they'd be a little bit clever. Godzilla is the king of the monsters. No denying that. But yeah, overall, I decided to give him a bit of a more classic look with the white on his back. And because honestly, man, I tell you, and you guys probably can hate me for saying this, but I don't give a shit. I hate, or maybe not hate, but I really, really dislike the 2019 and 2021 design of Godzilla. And just because, one, the DougheGoji, the 2014 one, it looks a lot more unique, like of a Godzilla design. It's like it got those sharp, jagged plates, and the feet are a lot more sauropod-like, and I honestly like that. He looks a lot more unique and, oddly enough, more realistic of a predator, which I don't need realistic in a Godzilla movie. I mean, hell, if you see half of them, clearly they're not realistic, but, I don't need realistic in a Godzilla movie. I just want a cool Godzilla design and a behavior for him that makes sense. Um, but then with the 2019 design, they made it a lot more generic, but they didn't go full away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna give them the classic shape, the maple leaf shape, go all the way and give them the white. I mean, don't pussyfoot around and only go halfway. I mean, it would have been cool too. Like say, if like the Garagoji design was actually him as like a younger, like was him when he was younger. And maybe like it grew, like say like it grew and then got that coloration when he was an adult. Because that's what a lot of animals do anyway. They get all the vibrant colors when the males become adults. And I know there's the whole story with the Muno Prime and him breaking spines and them reforming. But here's the thing, I don't give a rat's ass because it's a comic, and movies shouldn't need comics to explain their story. The movies should do it them damn selves. Or don't explain it at all, not even with the comic, because that's just a part of Godzilla history. He often changes his design. Although personally, I would have either have liked them to kept the DougheGoji design because I thought it fit really well, especially with what they were trying to do. Or if they were gonna change it that drastically to make it more like the original, they should have just gone the full way about it and you know gave him the classic white on his plates. Maybe you wouldn't even have to make it this bold if you didn't want to, but at least give him something, I mean, because he's such a plain design. Because I mean, like I said, with the 2014 design, at least it was so unique that the black plates didn't even matter. He was recognizable. He was a great design. But it's like with the new one, it's just so bland. It's like all the crappy discoloration of the 2014 Godzilla, but made to look like every other Godzilla. Except the only catch is this time around, he has a laughably tiny head. I mean, seriously, look at this shit. I don't know why they did this. The 2014 Godzilla actually had a decently proportionate head. I mean, this dude's head is laughably small. Is it Pinhead Larry? Pinhead Larry! But, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a big fan of those two movies in general. I mean, Godzilla vs. Kong wasn't too bad, but the more I thought about it, the more it annoyed me. And then I'm not a big fan of Godzilla King of the Monsters. I do really like the 2014 movie, though, and everybody's like, yeah, there ain't enough Godzilla in it. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter how much Godzilla's in the movie to me, as long as it's a powerful appearance, as long as every appearance he makes is worthwhile to see. And for the most part, yeah, they nailed it in that movie. Almost every single appearance of Godzilla was powerful in that movie. It inspired awe in the size and movements that he had. And Godzilla King of the Monsters, how do I say? They had Godzilla more on screen more often, but it wasn't as awe-inspiring. There were a few moments, but overall, I don't know. I found the movie disappointing, like to a huge extent. But you know, um, I colored him up a little bit to. I colored up this figurine a little bit to make him at least stand out a bit more. Um, you know, I like him though. I try to give him more of a traditional look, and overall, I like it. You know. Also, is it just me, or does his feet look a little bit like Gamera's feet? Like just without the extra toe, because Gamera got like an extra toe, but like see, it's kind of starting to pancake to the side. If you had added an extra toe there, it would have looked like Gamera's foot, because Gamera got some flat feet, which makes sense. He is a turtle. Uh, Speaking of which, am I the only one who thinks it would like this design would look cool if it had like a big fat snapping turtle esque head? Maybe without the beak, like give it the muzzle with the teeth, but like I think that would have been cool. Or just give him a bigger head. Jesus, I'm surprised Kong didn't just grab him and snap his neck with how small his head is. Also, uh, I'll get into that subject as a whole another matter at some other point in the future. Anyway, this guy took me quite a while, and the spikes were very hard to do. I did every single individual one, so yeah, that was hard. And then I did the same thing on the other side, more or less. Um, Overall, though, I'm very proud of this figure, and I love him at least threefold more. Nah, you know what I say? I love him about 30 times more now with the new paint job. I truly love him. He'll stand out fantastically in my collection. Um, but yeah, I mean, thanks for checking out my video, guys, and helping or supporting me in various ways. Giving me the compliments and all the. And I do love constructive criticism. So if any of you guys have a problem with this figuring and tell me how I could possibly benefit with the knowledge and improve my other ones, let me know. I would I'd like to know, you know. Yeah, thanks guys for watching my video. You know, I appreciate it, and I hope all of you have a nice night. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Skronk.